You're watching Man Cave with Big Mike and Jay, covering all the sports you love on the National Streaming Sports Roku channel.
Yo, yo.
What's good? What's good? Back in the building. The two pretty faces y'all love to see. Dapper, little, you know what I mean? We back on a lovely Tuesday afternoon because it's 12 noon, man. I don't know where you at. If you at work, happy Tuesday, Jesus. I hope y'all listening and, join in on the fun. We're going to laugh. Might have some heated debates, things like that. Y'all know what to expect. Actually love doing it early, though. I'm not going to lie, because in the evening, it's just be like, man, people be doing stuff, watching other stuff. That's prime time. We ain't prime time right now. Not yet. So I like this. I like it. And then I feel like I'll be doing a lot of stuff in the evening. So, but anyway, got some NFL stuff. Y'all know we doing the recaps, predictions. We got the college football playoffs been set. Definitely, I like some of those matchups. We'll get to that. Heisman, it's coming down to that. We at the last stretch where everybody got to make their pick. That's voting. I think we already know who it's going to be, but we'll get to that. NBA in-season tournament, that's going on. We got, what is that, 4 good games or 8 good games? How many games is that? 4 good games? It's 4 games, right?
No, well, it's the quarterfinals. You got 4, and then
2 in the West, 2 in the East.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get to all that. But of course, we're gonna start with the NFL. Look at Jesus already. Xavier Leggett dropped game-winning TD. Yeah, I mean it happens.
They would have beat the Eagles. That shit would have been a tutty, and they would have won. That's crazy.
Yeah. It definitely happens. But since he brought up that, I'll just go to that game.
Then he brought up Joe Burrow. It was great, but threw that interception near the red zone. That was crucial.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. What was that? Eagles Panthers. Yeah. Eagles go to 11-2, 5-1 at home. Panthers drop to 3-10, 1-5 on the road. Bryce Young and CJ Stroud got like damn near the same numbers right now. But Bryce got less interceptions.
He got less interceptions,
but he didn't play some games.
He's got like 100 more yards or whatever. But yeah, look, Jesus on it already. He is getting better. And we had this talk yesterday. Me and Scully did cheap seats yesterday, and someone brought it up and said, "Can we have that discussion right now?" Bryce in the last 5 games has outdone CJ, and he brought up the stats and everything. And Bryce is doing his thing. I mean, I like it.
Salute, Red Jet. Salute.
Red Jet.
Yeah, I like it too, man. He looking good, man, and they need to keep putting him in the position to win. He don't at this point, of course you're gonna get a good pick. Who you think they should grab in this draft coming up? Like what type of player? The Panthers. What position? Because they're gonna have a good pick.
A wide receiver, a running back.
Yeah.
I need somebody to help Bryce. I mean, Thielen came back from injury, and dude looks straight dog. 100-yard games each game so far. They got Xavier Leggett. So, I mean, they could add a third wide out. But a running back, because Chuba Hubbard's back there, but that's it. They have Brooks. Yeah. He just re-injured his ACL for the second time in 13 months.
Right. So they need another running back for sure.
They definitely need something. And why would you get rid of Thielen, Jesus? He's balling the hell out.
Well, I mean, because man, that's money you can clear up, stuff like that. He getting older.
I don't think
he got injuries
that much though.
Yeah, but that's still money you can use for something. You know what I mean? You paying a guy that you don't even know if he's gonna be around. You know what I mean? He could go down at any time, but I'd keep him too though, just because that's what you got right now.
But that's why you keep him and you get another young guy to go along with Xavier Leggett. And then once Thielen does time out, all right, see you later. Now you got 2 guys that can.
As much as they need a running back, a good running back, man, I would definitely get a wide receiver. You got to get Bryce somebody else, or maybe a good tight end or something like. You got to get him something else. Like he needs another weapon out there because I think he can be good now to this point because he went through a lot of woes, a lot of issues. He went through a lot of bad stuff early in his career, so he should be to the point where next season, third year? That's the third year, right? We got to see something. We should be able to see something from Bryce to where we like, all right, he gonna be able to play in this league for years to come. Same thing with CJ. He did it in his first season, and now he's coming out. And what we saying is Bryce is having a better season. That's a down season for CJ. You know what I mean? Because their numbers is close. That's a down year for CJ. So I'm not really worried about him, but I think they should take a wide receiver though. I really do, man. Or a good tight end or something like that because he has to have another weapon outside of the running back because they really need that. But the Eagles, man. Speaking of Bryce first, 19 for 34, 191, touchdown, interception. They kept him clean, 1 sack. They ran for over 118 yards, got a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard actually 26 carries, 92 yards and a touchdown. So they had a running game. And but you playing the Eagles and they ran for 209 rushing yards. They only got one. Saquon had 124, no touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, see Scully, man, another week. 14, 21, 108 yards, but he threw 2 touchdowns.
And he ran one in.
But that's not, bro. They better hope that works.
He's putting up 21 points.
No, I'm saying they better hope that works in the playoffs. That's all I'm speaking to, not the regular season.
I look at it like this. Look at it like this. They played.
What's going to happen when he got to throw the ball, man?
Hold on, man. Look at the last 3 games, all right? Look at the 4-game span here. They played the Rams, right? They went on the road, beat the Rams, and the Rams are tough. We all know Rams are tough no matter what. Then they just took down the Ravens.
Yeah.
Tough-ass game.
Yeah, they winning. They winning the game.
Now they got the Panthers at home in a letdown game because ahead of that game, this coming up week is Pittsburgh.
Big one, yeah.
So the Battle of PA. So now this game was it's set up to be that trap game.
That
letdown game. And they almost really let it go, but they pulled it out. Jalen didn't have, he was accurate. He only missed 7 balls, but still, he needs more yardage underneath that. A.J. Brown came out and criticized the shit out of people saying he needs the ball and stuff, and he needs to shut the fuck up and just chill.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Gameplay.
At some point, Jalen's going to have to throw the ball more than 21 times. And he's going to have to get more than 108 yards, man. I'm sorry. He threw 2 touchdowns.
Listen, he threw the ball. It's the receivers that gets the yards after that. There's nothing more he can do.
Well, yeah, but what's going to happen when all that shit ain't working and all you got is Jalen Hurts to throw the ball? It's going to come a time in the playoffs. We see it every year. Every team gets in that situation. Can you come out of it with your quarterback throwing? He ended the game with 3-4 touchdowns, 300-something yards. It's going to be that. It's going to come. I'm telling you, it's going to come. The Lions, he's not winning the game like that against the Lions. And the scary team that everybody got to worry about is the Packers. You got to worry about the Packers. That's a dark horse team. Scary. Even though they're good as they are, that's a team that can knock anybody off because you ain't even going to be looking at them like that. Listen, you just going to go out there, we playing the Packers. They all right, but we going to win this. Then they get your ass whooped.
I think everybody will be ready for the Packers. I think it's the Vikings that people are going to be like.
I think the Vikings too. I'm with you on that. The Vikings they some scary looking dudes, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Sam Darnold, that boy. Sam Darnold proving everybody wrong. I like to see the Cinderella story, though. I really do, man. I like it. It's good shit, man. Because Sam Darnold, we threw him in the trash a long time ago. That's funny. You think it's real though? Still, like they still look real, right?
Touchdowns in that game
They still look real though, right? They still look real.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, if he can spread the ball out like that run game can kick in a little more. That defense can handle it. So
yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Speaking of the Packers, man, they done dropped to 9-4, 4-2 on the road. Lions go to 12-1, 6-1 at home, and a 34-31 win in Detroit. I like it. I like the game. It was a really good game. The Packers scored more points than I thought they was gonna score. Listen, they definitely did.
Since since 22 or 21, nobody on either team has scored over 30 points.
Damn. Well, they got it in, and they definitely got it in. And
Jordan Love, was it 30 points or was it 20 points? It might have been 20 points. Them games have been close as shit.
Yeah, low, yeah, for sure. But hey, 34-31, I like it. Jared Goff, 3 touchdowns, 32 for 41, 283, 1 interception. Only got sacked 1 time. They ran for 111 yards. It was a tandem of guys, like 5 different guys, 1 touchdown. Jordan Love, 12 for 20. I'm not, modest numbers. 208, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 1 sack. So both quarterbacks was clean. I like that because this is that time of year where it's gonna get ugly.
How many touchdowns J Love have?
He had 1. One through the air, and one through the air. They ran for 99 yards also.
Listen, you see them stats? You said 12 of 20, 208, 1 touchdown, right?
1 touchdown, yeah.
Jalen Hurts, 14 of 21, 108, but 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and
100 yards is the only difference there, and that's not on Jalen because it can't be if he's getting the ball to the people.
But Jalen ran 1 in too.
And then Jalen ran 1 in. So to me, Jalen's game was all better, but
Saquon Barkley also ran for 124 yards, and a lot of Jalen Hurts' touchdowns come from Saquon off of Saquon's back.
And I can get that, but I'm just saying those stats. It's only 100 yards plus a touchdown.
I know, but you got to think those touchdowns aren't long touchdowns. Saquon gets you all the way down the field. Saquon gets you all the way down the field, and I'm hit my man. You know what I mean?
That could be that, but usually Saquon gets you down there, then he can't get in the end zone, and you push, and it's Jalen Hurts getting in there.
That's what I'm saying, and
that's exactly what happened with this.
Jalen Hurts, he got like 12 or 13 touchdowns or something like that because Saquon Barkley gets the ball all the way down the field, and he gets to run it in. Like,
yeah,
he got a lot of rushing touchdowns. I don't know the number, but he got a lot of rushing touchdowns. It's ridiculous, but. The Lions, they still look good, man. 1 loss, them and the Chiefs, man.
No, don't even say the Chiefs.
It's looked like it's coming to that because I don't see nobody beating.
Coming to that.
I don't see nobody beating. I don't see nobody. We just said the same thing last year.
No,
this is the same thing last year.
Way different than last year.
I know, but that's the same thing people said last year. No. This year different. No, this different.
This is way different. This Chiefs offense is trash.
Man, is Andy Reid still on there? Is Andy Reid still their coach calling plays?
I don't give a shit.
Yes, their offense is definitely trash, but they are winning the games.
They can barely win at home. I don't give a shit.
But they winning the games. That's all that matters. Inch or mile, it don't matter. As long as I win the game, they winning the games. Like nobody's stopping them from winning games. That's the crazy part about all of this shit. Let's go to your boys in Miami, man. The Jets. 3-10. They got the same records as the Panthers with Aaron Rodgers and that defense that was supposed to win the division, man. Dolphins 6-7, 4-3 at home. The Jets is 1-6 on the road, man. They got a lot of dysfunction, but hey, Aaron Rodgers threw for 339 though, 1 touchdown, 3 sacks, 27 for 39. They ran for 83 yards. They did their thing, and it's crazy because they also stopped the run. The Dolphins ran for 44 yards. The Tua, 3 for 47, 331, 2 touchdowns, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions. Tyreek Hill, 115, 10 catches and a touchdown. Waddle, 99, 9 catches. Like they had a big day through the air. I mean, it was a 6-point game, and I didn't expect much from the Jets. So, I mean, it is what it is. The Dolphins don't look no better, but they just won more games. They got 3 more wins, you know what I mean? But I don't think they're
able to win it at the end. That's it.
Yeah. They don't look no better. Tyreek finally showed up, though.
Oh, he just had the birth of his 100th kid, so, he showed out for 100 yards.
Hey, man, you better Nick Cannon that shit, then, if that's what it takes.
That boy popping kids out. It was like his 15th kid or some crazy shit, or 11th kid or something.
Is Aaron Rodgers the Jets quarterback at the start of next season?
No.
Or do they? Yeah, I don't think so either. I think they move on. This was a disaster. And then before the season even started, all the shit he was doing, we was coming on here and talking about it, and I kept saying, like, man, that's a problem, man. He don't want to be around the team. He keep leaving, and he doing shit by himself. Like, the shit that he's saying once he got there and getting into fights and arguments, and I'm just like, yeah, this ain't about to go nowhere near like they thought.
the way Aaron's thinking, he said, listen, I just refurbished this house in New York. I plan on being here another couple years, but I don't know how the organization is going to feel about a lot of this shit, depending on the way it sways. But
why would he think he gonna be there?
Well, because he signed for another year or two, so he thinks he's.
Yeah, but look at this year though. Why would he think that was a? They could bring if they don't got it. If they don't find another quarterback or draft a quarterback, then yeah, he'll probably be there.
I mean, someone's gonna have to beat him out in a sense.
Yeah, somebody is gonna have to beat him out. That's true. Unless they just completely done. If they find a guy, he's out of there. But I don't think they're gonna find a guy, so he'll probably be the quarterback. But after that, they're letting him be. He's out of there. Go ahead and walk, buddy. And then I think he should retire, gracefully bow out. You had a horrible season, which you should have just been done after the last year in Green Bay. You should have just been done. Because now you go out with a season like a 3-10 season, and you probably ain't going to win no more games. Man, he ain't about to win no more games. He better come back next year and have
That's what he like to say. He better come back next year. I'm not saying win this year.
All right, man. Another team we was high on, man. They just don't look the same. I don't think Kirk Cousins is healthy. I think he been trying to play not healthy because he don't even look like
he's trying to play injured.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, but Vikings 42-21 against the Falcons. They go to 11-2, 6-1 at home. So they definitely protect home. Falcons dropped to 6-7, 3-3 on the road. The Vikings look like that team that you like, man. They can win a championship, man. They gonna go do it, man. Look, man, I don't know, man. Y'all better, and then they lose in the first round. I feel like that.
Philadelphia Eagles of last year.
I feel like that might be the Vikings this year. I'm not even gonna hold you because I just gotta. I believe Sam Darnold. I do. But again, it's regular season. Soon as that first week comes, it's going to be a whole different season. They don't even look at that playoffs as the same season. But I just think they might be that team that look really good, like they can get it done, and they go home in the first round.
Yeah.
I don't think they win a playoff game. I don't.
You're right, Reggie. It's how you finish, not how you start.
It's how you finish, not how you start. You think they'll win a playoff game?
Depends on who they play. I mean, you got to think they're not going to win the division. So
no, they're 11-2 right now.
I mean, they're right there, but
so we can't because people sit
strong enough to finish.
Now, if the Lions want to play all their players at the end of the season and not sit nobody, then yeah. But the Vikings can still.
Hey, I think the Vikings get one. Because I think they'll play whoever the AFC West is. If it's Seattle or one of those teams, whoever it is, because they're all fighting right now.
But see, I think if it's Seattle, I think Seattle beat them. I think Geno win the playoff game before Sam Darnold this year.
I think Minnesota's teams can win that game. After that,
I don't know, man.
I
just think if they do win that first week, I feel like they definitely going home in the next game. But I just think they might be that team that show up and go home off rip, like. And the Falcons, you think Kirk Cousins? Of course, he's gonna be there next year because they got him for 2.
Yeah, well, they got him for 4, but yeah.
That's right, they did.
He's only listen how they did the contract. They front loaded it, so
the
first 2 years they're gonna do whatever. But if he starts doing this shit next year, they're gonna put Penix in, and then that'll be the end of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they gave Kirk $100 million though. They gave him the money, so they don't care about the money.
First 2 years, the first 2 years.
Yeah, they gave him the money. They gave him the money off rip, so they don't give a fuck. They don't care about the money.
Yeah, he'll be gone if he starts sucking like this. Penix will be put in there, and they'll see what they got.
But I think that's what's going. I think that's the plan. Even though he 23 for 37, 344, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he only got sacked 1 time. They ran for 158. Bijan 22-92 and a touchdown. Mooney 6 for 142.
Yeah.
McLeod 98 yards, Drake 70 yards. I mean, he threw the ball all over the field, but he didn't throw a touchdown. And I think that you can't do that because on the other side, Sam Darnold, look at what does that say? 22 for 28, 347, 5 touchdown passes, sacked 4 times. They ran for 115. They had 2 receivers. Addison and Jefferson both went over. They both had 133, 132. Yeah. Addison had 3 touchdowns. Jefferson had 2 touchdowns, 8 receptions, 7 receptions. So they was getting big plays all game.
They was killing.
They was getting big plays all game, but that's not going to be the case. That's not going to be the case when they come against somebody that's not the Falcons. You know what I mean? Because they defense, that's one thing. I like the Falcons offense, but they offense done underachieved. But they defense I was never high on their defense.
Yeah.
Never. But yeah, Penix, I think the plan is for Penix to be the quarterback, though.
Well, they should play him now. But the thing is, they're still playing for that division to get in the playoffs. That's
man, didn't Kurt miss games this year? He missed like a game or two or something like that.
He might have missed a game or something or a half a game. But
that's when it would have been a wrap. But I know we gave you $100 million. They gave it to him, $100 million guaranteed. Take it. So of course they're gonna put him back out there. But that would have been it for me. Shit. All right, Penix, come on. We ain't doing nothing. Go ahead. You go out there and.
Right now, literally they're a game behind to win the division.
I know because they 6-7, but they just don't look like they gonna sustain that.
They don't, but they can still do it.
They better win all the rest of these games, though. That's all I know.
Oh, they just gotta hope the Bucks don't win. I mean, they could.
Yeah, well, the Bucks is definitely probably.
Bucks are 7-6, so.
Yeah, the Bucks. Let's see, the Bucks are 7-6. 3-4 at home, so they got a losing record at home, but they did beat the Raiders 28-13. The Raiders go to 2-11, 1-7 on the road. Nothing to talk about there. O'Connell. They had two. Desmond Ritter 101.
McConnell got hurt. Yeah.
McConnell 101. Neither one of them threw a touchdown. They ran for 91, got a touchdown. You know. Baker did Baker, 2 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 295. Like
the only thing in that game was Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers had 3 receptions. Yeah. He took the record for a rookie tight end in receptions.
3 for 49.
But those 3 receptions put him over the top. He's got 87 on the year, and that broke the record for rookie tight ends. And he's just piling out on that.
Hey, Jesus, you're right. You're right.
I mean, he's hurt. If he's hurt,
well, he wasn't garbage though. I mean, he threw for 344. He didn't throw a touchdown though, but I don't think he's healthy though. I don't think he's healthy.
Think there's some issues, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't think he's healthy. But Broccoli Bowers, man, go and get up out of there. Go and get up out of there in a couple years, man. Go be great somewhere.
They about to draft the
unless they get a quarterback. Yeah, unless they get a quarterback. If they get a quarterback, yeah. I think that, man, see, if they don't draft a quarterback and bring a quarterback in, I feel like they're going to end up trying to get Dak from the Cowboys.
I wish they would.
I would like to see him over there, though. I'm not even going to lie. I would. With a good tight end, some wide receivers, a running back, man, what?
I already think they're set up to grab. They want Shador. Shador wants to go there. Dion already told Antonio Pierce at the little celebration thing they had, get my boys, and both of them stood up and said, come get us.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of a thing now. So,
man, don't nobody care about Shiloh, bro. I know he keeps trying to throw him.
I
know they keep trying to throw him in there, man. But he got a
good defensive piece.
I think he can be a solid player, man. You know what I mean? But they keep trying to throw him in there with Shador. I get it. That's your son. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. Yes, hell yeah. Nepotism for sure. Draft. Man, I hope Travis Hunter don't go to the Panthers. No, please don't let him go to the Panthers, man. I want him to go somewhere where they're gonna be winning and he can.
He's gonna go to the Jaguars. Where are you gonna go?
Because listen, man, it just helps when you win it. I want to see him out there on a team that's good. That's not like they're not gonna be good, but I'm talking about that's got talent. They just need some pieces. Because, man, if you go to the Panthers, trash, bro. I don't care how much better Bryce look. They are trash. I don't want him to go to no team that's just trash.
Their defense is already top 10. They really need offense. That's what they need.
It's some teams that's trash. That's trash because of injuries. You know what I mean? Like
Browns
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like it's teams that's gonna have top picks that's fucking. That just was injured, you know what I mean? Now the Panthers, on the other hand, they ain't even the worst team. The Raiders is right now. I think.
The Raiders and the Jags, I thought are tied for that, right?
Hold on, where the Jaguars at? The Raiders and the Jags. The Jags are 3-10. No, the Raiders is 2-11. They're the worst
the Raiders about to get.
That's what I'm saying. Now, if they get Travis Hunter, it's like, damn, that could be a good team, but they don't got a quarterback. If the Raiders get a quarterback, they're a good team. But that's what I'm saying. It's teams like that. Yeah, you 2-11, you're the worst team, but you got a really good team. You just don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe you draft Travis Hunter first and then get you a quarterback somewhere in there somewhere. You know what I mean? You might have to trade. You might have to catch one in the second round. Or you're going to have to do something because the number one pick, you can't not pick Shador or Travis Hunter to me, if you ask me. One of those two got to go first.
I agree.
For sure. Like, but which one would you pick if you're the Raiders? You're picking a quarterback, obviously.
I'm picking Shador, yeah, because
if you're picking a quarterback,
I think they can grab.
If it was the Browns, who are you picking? Because you need a quarterback, but not as bad as the Raiders, so you could pick Travis Hunter and still be cool.
We could, and then see what's up, and make some moves, and probably get a decent quarterback from somebody. But
here's my question for real: Do you let him play both ways, or do you focus on one thing?
Listen, if I'm an NFL dude, that dude's playing both ways, and it's not the whole game. It's going to be during situations. Yes, if he wants to be a corner, he's going to be a corner. But in certain situations, wide receiver. If he wants to play mainly as a wide receiver, then yes, on game-stopping drives that we need, he's going to be that corner out there doing his thing. As long as he isn't wore out, tired of shit, then yes, I'm going to allow him to go out and do it.
He's one of the best wide receivers in college football, so I'm definitely putting him at wide receiver. He's focusing on that for sure, but I will have designs because it ain't like you remember Chris Gamble used to do that, but he used to play. Troy Brown, but Gamble and they used to play on both sides. Like I'm playing wide receiver every snap. That I'm out like three snaps on a possession or whatever, however many snaps I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Like offense and defense, and I think
he could do that, but I wouldn't risk it.
Nah, I wouldn't do that now because the game is faster.
Yeah, that's
why the game is way faster now. I would have set plays, like certain situations. We know Travis Hunter going to be out there at cornerback. I'm not focusing him on that because I don't know if his size is going to be an advantage. I don't know if he's big enough as a cornerback for the NFL. They're going to have to do some things, but I think he's just a better wide receiver. I do. He one of the top wide receivers in college football. He's been that since he came in the league. You know what I mean? He's been like that every single year. Top one of the best wide receivers.
Hey, listen. Speaking of wide receivers, you hear about the 7'5" wideout?
No, man. What the hell?
7'5", and he's fast as shit. He was going to BYU. Supposedly, he's not going there now. I read some shit, something about him coming to Ohio State. I don't know, but
don't come to Ohio State, bro. You're gonna get killed out there. We don't want no 7'5" wide receiver.
7'5". I mean, he a bigger dude too. It's not like he's
bro. He gonna get killed out there, bro. It's gonna be all leg work. His knees gonna be gone after the first couple games.
He's a monster though, so I don't know.
Man, not getting hit in your legs all the time. He's 7'5". He's getting hit in the legs every time he gets tackled.
It might have been a whole crazy situation.
Just imagine four dudes, two on each leg, bro. Every time you get tackled, come on, man. Go play basketball. Why is you playing football?
I don't fucking know.
You can stand there and dunk.
I don't know, but
you see the tall ass. It's a tall ass kid that's like 7'4". He in college, I think. I forgot who he.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you talking about the guy? He's on not Kansas. He's on.
I forgot. I think it might be Kansas.
It might be. It might be Kansas. I know who you're talking about, though.
Bro, he's like 7'5". Yeah, you supposed to be playing football. He doing this on the backboard with the ball. Just like, bro, get your tall ass out of here. But hey, it is what it is. These kids is, man, I don't know what it is. Food, the steroids. I don't know what it is, but we got a lot of 7 foot, down there 8 feet tall people. Like you remember when who was that? Was that Bobo and the other dude? Yeah, it was two of them in Taco Fall in college. Remember 2 7 foot dudes, 7'6" in college to get like, man, that's crazy. Y'all cheating. That's cheating.
Y'all cheating.
That's cheating, man.
Duke's quarterback Malik Murphy going to transfer. Where's best fit?
Everybody been transferring, man. But
everybody joining the transfer portal. Go put his ass in Colorado. They got that 5-star QB coming in.
Yeah. All right. The reason why the Jaguars are not one of the worst teams is because they beat the Titans in a road game. 2, 3, and 10 teams now. But I mean, that's about it. Mac Jones went out there and got a win with no touchdown passes. So
yeah, it was a straight horrible game. 14.
Titans,
no, that wasn't the game. That was 14-11. That was the Saints game. What a shit game that was.
Dude, it wasn't even a touchdown thrown in this game. Will Levis didn't throw one either.
It's insane.
I don't get it, man.
Told you, man. It's the multiverse. This ain't our football, man. We don't know what the fuck this shit is. This is we're watching.
And then Trevor Lawrence almost got killed, and he can't play. So it's even worse now, man.
You got Mac. I think I can throw the ball. Jones versus Will Mayo.
Hey, he won without throwing a touchdown, though.
I know, and they didn't do nothing. Nobody did shit. It was just fucking a stupid game.
All right, Giants Saints. Hold on. The Giants is 2-11 also.
That's what I figured. They got to be right there with the Raiders. Do 14-11. That's crazy.
Bro, they ain't won a home game. They 0-7 at home.
Well, they weren't supposed to win a game.
That's a fact. But that is a fact though. But they got 2 of them off. The Saints go to 5-8, 2-4 on the road. Derek Carr, you're trash, buddy.
Yeah, gone. See you later. He's gone.
He's trash, buddy.
Let's see what Spencer's got. And Spencer's trash gone too. I mean, it's draft quarterback time for you guys again.
Yeah, he trash, man. I don't even want to talk about that game. We can
go right over that. 14-11 Saints win. What a shit show. Next one.
Yeah, next. We had a division game go on, man. AFC North. Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Y'all go to 3-10. It's a lot of you 3-10 dudes, man. Y'all just all hovering around, chilling at 3-10. 1-6 on the road. Steelers go to 10-3, 5-1 at home. How much confidence we got in the Steelers, man? It's gonna be them and the Ravens representing us in the playoffs, man. So we got to go with one. Who you gonna go with, the Ravens or the Steelers? Pittsburgh.
I'm going with them just because of Tomlin and that defense. Listen, TJ Watt didn't have a sack. He didn't have shit. Cam Hayward's the one that had 2 sacks in that game. Yeah. And that defense can step up. I think that could be the team that knocks the Chiefs down, to be honest.
And you know what's so crazy? I think that this might be – remember that Steelers team that was the last seed and won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, Big Ben did all that shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're going to win a Super Bowl. I don't
see that, but I could see them.
I'm saying they could be that team to knock off that first round, knock off that second round, get to that AFC Championship, and damn near win that game. If it's the Chiefs, that's where they're going to have to beat the Chiefs, depending on seeding. Depending on the seeding, that might be the Steelers' only chance to beat the Chiefs is in the AFC, but the way that in the AFC Championship, depending on the seeding, though, you know what I mean. If it comes down to that, then the Steelers nobody's beating the Chiefs. Bro.
No, you're not, Red Jet. You're not.
What?
You're not thinking of the PA Super Bowl because that's what everyone's going to think. Philly will be against Detroit, Pittsburgh against KC type shit. Everyone's thinking that. Nah.
If it was Pittsburgh, Philly, bro, if it's Pittsburgh, Philly, they might as well move the Super Bowl there. I know people bought tickets already and all that shit, man. But man, you got to refund or let them just use those tickets at that arena. You know what I mean? Like just accommodate them somehow, man. Like, cause that would be crazy. You would have to play that in Pennsylvania. You would have to. I know they're not, but you would have to. That
would be crazy though if they said, crazy. Hey, any teams that play from the same state that play each other in the Super Bowl, we automatically go to that state.
Right. And Russell Wilson, similar to Jalen Hurts, he don't have to do a lot offensively right now.
Jet, I'll tell you right now, there is 5 teams that had KCP besides phony calls and crazy wild plays at the end. KC should not even be where they're at right now.
You know why I don't think the Steelers will beat Kansas City if they meet them in the playoffs? Because at all times, it don't matter who playing, it don't matter who on the field. Patrick Mahomes is on the Chiefs.
No, stop saying that dude's fucking.
Patrick Mahomes is on the Chiefs, bro. He can throw 2 interceptions in that game and still come out with a victory. So
listen. Telling you right now, that is not who I think is going to win anything for KC It's going to be the defense. That's it.
That's who it always is.
That's just all it's going to be this year. That's all it's been this year is the defense. Patty Mahomes has been
No,
trash.
I'm talking about it's always Pat. Yeah,
well,
he's been trash
this year. It's
he
not.
been yes, it is, bro. When it's time to win and they got the ball in that last drive, he's gonna go down there and beat the Steelers.
I'll tell you right now, the games
he's gonna go down to beat the Steelers.
Patty Mahomes driving down the field.
Stop with the shoulda. We can't do the shouldas, man.
I'm not gonna do the shouldas, but the games they should have.
Talk about the one game that he lost. He lost one game. Talk about that game.
The 5 games that came close to losing, it wasn't Pat Mahomes winning them.
Yeah, no, of course not.
It wasn't Pat Mahomes driving down the field to win the game.
But listen to this though. You know why they was in those positions? Because Pat Mahomes ain't playing well.
They're in those positions. No, the refs allowed them to be in those
positions.
I'm
saying they should be blowing these teams out, but they're not because Pat Mahomes ain't playing well. If Pat Mahomes don't throw interceptions every game and throw 2 interceptions and all this crazy shit,
man.
Bro, they smashing people. Bro, they winning games.
They not smashing nobody. The offense ain't that good.
I said if he's not turning the ball over. Turnovers is what's killing their offense.
Oh, well, if the refs didn't give him calls and if they didn't have fucked up plays at the end
of the game. That ref stuff.
No, see, you just said a bunch of if shit. So I'm saying
that ref stuff. I said that ref stuff only worked for so long.
Okay, what about the fluke ass crazy shit that happens at the end of the game somehow?
Yeah, that should be happening. Stop putting yourselves in that position.
Stop
putting yourself in that position, though. Stop putting yourself in that position. Get the job done, man.
Hey,
Get the job done.
How about that Raiders game? That is definitely one that should have been a different story.
The Ravens game?
Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders game.
Listen to me. They called that. They threw the flag. If the fumble happened, right? They threw a flag, said false start. And they still gave the ball to KC, even though they should have brought the play back and let them.
Yeah.
Listen, that right there is kick a field goal, Raiders win.
So what did the league say after that? Did they put out a statement about it? Say it was wrong?
They said
they usually come out and say when they wrong. The
refs was Pat Mahomes is going to win the MVP and the Super Bowl this year again. So let's just go ahead and ride this one out. That is what they said.
No, he's not going to win the MVP. I had him for MVP season, but he's not winning the MVP.
Oh yeah, they're still going to give it.
Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. Those are 3 top guys, and Joe Burrow in that conversation
Mahomes,
too. Pat's not even on the list. Pat's not on the list.
Shit.
He's not.
I don't give a shit. He could be doing absolutely nothing. They still be like, Patty Mahomes is our boy. He wins it.
No, he ain't win it last year. He ain't win it the year before that.
I know. That's why he's got to win it this year.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
They're going to give it to him. They're going to say, Patty Mahomes. Here you
go. Put it like this. If everybody playing bad, then yeah, he'll win it because his team is got 1 win. But Jared Goff will get it before Patrick Mahomes will get it because they only got 1 loss.
It's going to be Saquon. It's Saquon's to lose.
It's definitely Saquon for me right now. It's Saquon, Jared Allen, Goff. I mean, damn.
Jesus, you fucked all that up. Hey, calm down. We know who you mean. Jared Allen, Goff. All right.
Yeah. I got Saquon. Sorry for the disrespect, Josh. Man, you've been balling, so I got to give you your. I got to
start calling him JA or something.
Man. Yeah, JA. I'll be every time. Right? I got Saquon, Josh. I'm putting Burrow on there, even though the Bengals trash. His performance, I'm going just off the player with the player. Forget the record, all that stuff.
Mahomes on there
off the player, and then
not the player.
then I'm putting
Derrick Henry.
I'm putting Goff on there, and Derrick Henry. That's my 5. That's my 5 for sure. Yeah, TJ Hendrickson, 6th man of the year.
6 man, what the fuck? This ain't basketball.
Trey Hendrickson, 6th man right there, man.
Defensive player, maybe not 6
man, on my MVP list, man. Hendrickson, man. Let's go, man. Third year in a row with the top 2 in sacks, man. Watch out.
Watch out, man. He had 22 sacks. Hendrickson ain't nowhere near that.
Hendrickson, man.
No, that's my
6th.
All right, cool.
That's my 6th man, bro. Like I'm just my bias, man.
Sean Watson,
Bengals. Hold on, we ain't even on that game yet. I'll talk to y'all when we get to that, man. Because y'all, man, listen. So we say the Steelers if we had to pick one out to represent us between them and the Ravens. Not too much on the Browns because they 3-10. We don't want to talk about boo-boo teams right now, for real. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure you already beat the horse over and over again. You know what I mean? Now the Steelers, to this point, would you still rather have Fields, or you cool with Russ? Because at this point, Russ got his games where he'll throw down there 400 yards and do all that. That's the one thing Justin Fields wasn't doing. Russ don't do it consistently, but he'll still have those games where he 158, a touchdown
keep Russ in there. It's all right. Let Russ play. Especially coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they offense look better. I'm telling you, man. I think they offense look better with Russ, man. Like just a little bit better. It ain't really much, but they just can do a little bit more with Russell in there as their quarterback, man. So good luck to the Steelers when y'all get to the playoffs. Not right now, because regular season, y'all still, I don't like y'all niggas.
It's almost over.
It's almost over. And speaking of Mr. J.A., Josh Allen, they went out there. It was a really good game, and they had opportunities to win this game, and they just could not stop anything. 44-42 in Los Angeles. The Rams go to 7-6, though, 4-3 at home. Bills 4-3 at home. They go to 10-3. I don't think it's a bad loss because it's, the Rams, like you said, can be good at any time. And they got both their guys out there. It's kind of hard to, to stop them offensively, but they also got guys showing up on defense on that defensive line. The young boy out there that's replaced Aaron Donald actually had a really good game. But Josh Allen, and I was playing him in fantasy, right? He was on the other team. I could have won because Chase went crazy on Monday night last night. But Josh Allen went out there and dropped 51.
Yeah, six touchdowns.
6 touchdowns. And I'm just like, all right. And I'm yelling at the TV, like, why do y'all keep letting him score? Anybody on the team can score. Stop letting this man score. Like, that shit was pissing me off. But that game right there, probably because it's, Saquon been carrying the Eagles, man, but so has Josh Allen, man, and he's been carrying his team also, man. And I really think he's the MVP favorite right now. He should be right now. After a game like that, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, good game.
Saquon for me because their team is a better because in the NFL,
that's it.
I don't see that, man.
Saquon's to lose.
I don't.
He keep on doing 100-yard games.
I think it's his to win. If he keep playing like he playing, he'll win it.
Well, yeah.
He can't have no games where it's a mediocre game.
That's why I said Josh Allen. So if he has a shitty game, then yeah, he's gonna lose it.
Yeah, but the Bills ain't been winning. They only been winning because of Josh Allen. Literally, the Eagles have only been winning because of Saquon.
You just didn't make that point
earlier. You are right. I will give you that. But Josh, his numbers, man, like this shit is it's starting to get ridiculous with him. He's starting to turn into a video game player. I'm just saying.
You don't feel like that's what Saquon is this year?
Yes, Saquon been a video game. Saquon was a video game player at Penn State. I'm not saying that.
Saquon's total touchdowns is 13, and he's got 1,600 yards right now.
Yeah, he can get 2,000.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get 2,000.
It's enough games left for him to get in the 2,000 club for sure. And he still is the best. He still is the best running back in the league.
And that's always 2,000 just on the ground. That's not
all-purpose yards.
If you do all-purpose, he's at 1,900 right now.
Yeah, he killing. That's crazy.
Because he's got like almost 300 receiving yards.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it's them two for me. Those two, it's Allen and Barkley, man. That was a good win for the Rams. They needed that. It's not necessarily a bad loss for the Bills because they scored 42 down points, but defensively they got a few things, they got exposed. If teams paying attention to that, then they see a few things that they could potentially do. But you got to have the personnel to do it, though. It's the thing. If you don't got the personnel, then not gonna go too good for you. And this how trash the Bears is, though.
I know.
The 49ers blew their asses out. That's how bad they are. The 49ers been struggling, limping around all over the place, injuries everywhere. They let them boys get 38 points. Purdy went out there and got 325. 20 for 25.
Look at how accurate.
2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2 touchdowns. no picks, 1 sack. They ran for 131, 3 rushing touchdowns. That's how you get it done right there. And then you go to your boy Skittles out there.
Skittles.
151. Didn't get a touchdown though, but Juwan Jennings got him on my fantasy 90 in 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams 134, 2 touchdowns though. Got stacked 7 times.
Smoke. That offensive line is trash.
Yes, they ran for 68 yards. I mean, when you can't run the ball and you can't throw the ball, you're probably gonna get beat 38-13. That's how trash they are. So Caleb was the number 1 pick. He had all this hype around him. Nick Wright was sucking his dick for like 2 years now. What do they need to do? Because Caleb, it ain't even that their team is bad. It's that their quarterback is not good. It's like Bronny James. It's like Bronny James. You shouldn't even be starting right now. You shouldn't even be here right now.
He's suspect as shit. He
should be on the bench.
Jesus said Bears were celebrating that interception and the game was over. Like,
because they asked. That's how trash they are.
Like that. Caleb needs an
mentality.
Line.
Yeah.
They probably about to lose Keenan Allen after the season because it was only a 1-year thing. So he says he's either staying if they give him the right deal or he's going back to the Chargers is where he wants to go.
But do you think Caleb Williams will be any better with the offensive line?
I don't know, man.
Consistency. Because this consistency with me, he can have games where he'll have a really good game and they win the game, but he don't do it consistent enough. Because he also have games where it's like, well, what was that? Like, why is he even how is he even the quarterback right now? If he didn't have those type of games, it would be different for me. But he has those games where it's just like, what the hell was this? Like, this is crazy that he even the starting quarterback in the NFL. You can't have those games and then think people gonna have good shit to say about you. He ain't had no mental breakdown yet, though. Well, I guess he kind of did because he's been shitting on his teammates. For real. The Seahawks, man, they go to 8-5, 5-1 on the road. So they went on the road. Cardinals dropped to 6-7, 4-3 at home. And I think, like I said, the Seahawks, man, I'm telling you, I think if the Vikings play the Seahawks, for some reason, I think the Seahawks win that game in the first round.
I don't even know if the Seahawks are the ones that win that division yet because the Rams are starting to surge. And if the Rams win out, the Seahawks fumble the ball, the Rams could win that division. Then it don't matter if the Seahawks.
The Rams is what? The Rams just went to 7-6. The Seahawks just went to 8-5.
Really a game away in a sense.
Hold on, let's see what they got left. The Seahawks have the Packers, the Vikings, the Bears, the Rams. Oh shit!
Well, you about to find out that last game is going to count.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
With the Vikings.
So the Seahawks got the Packers next. They got the Packers and then the Vikings. The Bears is a win, but they got the Packers and the Vikings back to back.
And then they got to play the Rams at the end of the game, end of the season, and that'll probably be the division right there.
But you know what's so crazy? I think they lose to the Packers, but I think they beat the Vikings.
Nah. Where's it at?
Or actually, you know what? I think
the home
game. Neither one of them. Actually, I think they beat the Packers and lose to the Vikings, actually. Because if they win either one of these games, I think it's going to be the Packers before the Vikings. And then they got the Bears, that's a win, and then the Rams at the end, they got to play. Both teams got to play their whole team. They can't even sit nobody because that game is going to determine.
Who do the Rams got?
The Rams.
Look at the Rams schedule because that's who you need to look at because if the Rams schedule is a little easier on this back end, it's about to be bad news.
Well, we already know they got the Seahawks last. Yeah. Their next game is the 49ers.
That's Thursday.
Jets, Cardinals, Seahawks. They're beating the Jets. They're beating the Jets. They beating the Cardinals. I think they beat the 49ers.
Hey, looking over here, Jesus and Reggie have been saying that the whole time over here in the chat, saying the Rams are going to win that game, saying the Rams are going to beat the Niners.
I think the Rams are going to beat the Niners.
Yeah, so look, there'll be 3 in a row coming out. So they'll be 10-6 going into the Seahawks game. And we're talking like
so they'll both be 10-6. Yeah, they'll be both. They'll be both 10-6, or the Seahawks will be 10-7 because they lost to the Packers and the Vikings. But then the Seahawks will have to beat
They'll be
the
9-7.
Rams. 9-7, my bad. They would have to beat them to tie it up, and then
whoever's got the head-to-head battle, I guess. Whoever won the first game, I guess you would have to look at.
Which I think the first game, Seahawks. Oh, the Rams won the first game.
I'll see if that's all that matters then.
Yeah, that's all that matters. So the Rams just gotta win.
Yeah.
But if they don't beat the Niners, they still beat the Bears, and they still beat the Cardinals. Yeah. And then the Seahawks, man. I don't know. I just think if the Seahawks get in, they might be somebody's downfall though.
I think the Rams gonna be somebody's downfall. We'll have to see.
If the Rams get in, I think that too. Because you already remember what I said about the Rams.
Stafford's a monster.
I thought they was gonna have a way better season, but they had some injuries, man, and set them back. But you know what I said about the Rams. I think they gonna have a good season and win their division. I always thought they was, but then they got all them injuries and stuff. So nothing I can do about that. You know what I mean? So, what we got?
In fact, Super Bowl 60 is in my backyard, literally Levi's Stadium.
Levi's Stadium, baby.
Right there. Levi's right in her backyard.
Hell yeah, that's 5-5. All right, man. Chiefs, Chargers. Chiefs go to 12-1, 7-0 at home. Need I mind you, they still ain't lost a game at home. Chargers 8-5. I like it. They dropped though, but they 8-5, 4-3 on the road. Let's see what the Chiefs defense did.
You know how they won that game?
Neither quarterback did anything.
No, neither quarterback. Trash. It was all trash.
Listen to this though. Herbert 21 for 30, 213, 1 touchdown, no pick, sack 3 times. Mahomes 24 for 37, 210, 1 touchdown, no interception, sacked 3 times. They both the Rams ran for the Rams ran for 94 yards and got a touchdown. The Chiefs ran for 96 yards, didn't get a touchdown. That's literally they won by 2 points without scoring a rushing touchdown. So defense definitely in that game for sure.
Defense, and then they hit a field goal. Look, Chiefs field goal was going right, and it came back and it bounced off the upright and went in.
Yeah.
That's fucking what the fuck?
But see, and this is my whole thing with the Chiefs, man. Like all these games that they were supposed to lose, they winning them.
Listen, I'm not. No,
that's championship shit, bro.
It was not their doing that they won.
Yeah, I mean, it's they on the field, man. Like, I know it's a lot of stuff that happens.
These games
Listen, I know it's ref calls. I know all of that stuff, man. But I just got to be real. They won the game, man.
Yeah, they win. Cool. They win. They're gonna lose. So I ain't worried about it. They're not going to Super Bowl.
Who you think that? Let me see. I'm gonna give you let's go to the Chiefs schedule.
They losing this week against the Browns.
Man, we gonna be realistic about this.
I'm telling you right now, the Browns beat teams they're not supposed to beat.
Mike,
it just happens like that.
Mike, I got you. I hear you. But listen how they look. They started off with the Ravens. Game 1, 27-20. Week 2, Bengals, 26-25. Falcons when they were still good, 22-17. Chargers was trash at the time, and they beat them 17-10. Chargers wasn't playing good at the time. Not talking about the Saints. 49ers, they beat them 28-18. Nobody cares about the Raiders. They was all trash at the time. They lost to the Bills 30-21. Panthers trash, Raiders trash. Then they beat the Chargers again 19-17. So they haven't really had to beat the Bills. They lost to the Bills 30-21. So their only loss is against a elite team, one of the best teams in the league. But they really didn't have to play no crazy. They started out with the Bengals and the Ravens. The only other teams that's really good is the Broncos got a good record. The Buccaneers still they shaky. They on the line.
The only reason why they beat the Broncos at one game is they blocked that field goal.
And the Chargers.
That's crazy.
Right. And then the Chargers. Because the 49ers, they playing better, but they trash still. And that's really it. So, yeah, we haven't seen them really get tested.
And who do they got left? They got the Browns.
So they got the Browns. They got the Texans at the Steelers. And you know what? Those 2 games for the Seahawks, Those are home games. Because I said they was on the road against the Vikings and the Packers. Those are both home games. The Steelers, they had the Steelers, then they had the Broncos. So they got Browns, Texans, Steelers, Broncos. Now, I don't know why, but I do not think they beat the Steelers. I think Bo Nixon, I think they lose the last two games. I think even if they beat the Steelers, I think Denver gets a win against the Chiefs. I think that's another one of their losses. And then the Texans aren't really playing good, man. But so I don't think the Texans can win that game. I don't think y'all beat them.
We're beating them.
Or actually, I could go with you on that though. Because the Browns can beat anybody at any given time. If y'all's defense show up, Myles Garrett caused some problems, but I'm gonna go with out of them last 4 games, they're gonna go 2-2. They'll end the season with 3 losses. Because I think the Broncos beat them, but I don't know if they play everybody against the Steelers in that second to last game because they already got their spot. They already going.
They don't already got it. They're supposed to be the 7th seed right now, so they're still making sure they don't be in there. The Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos. Yeah, so I think that's a loss. But are the Chiefs going to play everybody in those last 2 games because
they already play against Pittsburgh? I would say.
I don't think so because they already got their spot. They don't want the number 1 seed. As long as they in the playoffs, they happy. They don't care about the number 1 seed. They should, of course, Andy Reid do, but I don't think it's a big priority to get that bye.
I don't think so. They would need that rest.
It should be, but I don't think they need a rest. They ain't had to do nothing really.
They gonna need something.
What the fuck rest do they need? They out there. Rest games are going the way that they want them to go. Slow and low scoring. They ain't running all over the place and all that. Hell nah. Like the Chiefs ain't had to do nothing crazy. They ain't even really played nobody yet.
Taylor Swift concert schedule. They got to have that break.
But I think they do. They probably will play everybody against the Steelers. If they smart, they play everybody in all the rest of these damn games to get that number 1 seed and get that bye. Because if you smart, you want that bye. You need that bye actually, because the way you've been winning games, you need that bye. You got to change some things. So. Good win for the Chiefs, bad loss for the Chargers because they can't afford to lose games, even though they still 8-5, but they can't afford to lose games with 4 games left. All right, man. Bengals, Cowboys, Monday night. We won the game. We wasted Joe's MVP season. He had another, 369, 3 touchdowns, 33 for 44, 1 interception, sacked twice. We ran the ball for 74 yards. They ran the damn ball for 156 yards. That Dowdle dude is a beast, 131 yards. They didn't get a rushing touchdown, though. Kept them out the end zone. Cooper rushed 183, 2 touchdowns, interception, 3 sacks, 16 for 31. Now, I don't have much to say except for the only reason I'm not mad that they won the game is because it was Monday night. So just win the game on Monday night. But I would have liked them to lose it. I don't want them to win. I don't want them to win no more games, man. Stop winning games because y'all already probably not about to bring T. Higgins back like jackasses. So use that pick and go get another wide receiver. Right. Get another goon because our shit operates around Chase and Higgins. We need those 2 guys. We got to have one. A dynamic 1 and a kind of dynamic 2. We got to have that, bro. Like, our offense runs like that. We can't just have Chase, and we're just never going to work because there's nobody else. Like, that's how our shit works, man. We have to have another guy. So, good win, 27-20. We damn near lost it, you know what I mean? Like, defense showed up. Special teams showed up. I'm happy, man. Good win. Ain't too much else to say about that because they pissing me off. I don't know whether to be happy or to be mad. Like, fuck y'all winning for. Some bull. But that is all the games in the recap segment of this broadcast, people. Hope y'all enjoyed that.
Saying Juwan Jennings to the Bengals, huh? That's what he's.
Hey, I'll take him because he's good. I'll take him. Man, we'd take Devontae Adams. Y'all take T. We'll take Devontae. I bet you Joe make him look good.
He's
you can't double team. You can't double team both of them though. You have to double team one. That's a guaranteed fact. You got.
Devontae Adams ain't going to Cincy.
Fuck no, he ain't going to Cincy. But if he did,
But if these ifs.
Oh boy. And you know what's so crazy? Speaking of the Chiefs, I keep forgetting that the Hopkins played for them.
D-Hop, yeah,
Like,
he had a touchdown and 40 yards.
But I honestly think that's going to be the difference in the playoffs because I think DeAndre Hopkins is going to be a whole different monster in the playoffs. I really do.
Been there, really.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So being there that's an opportunity he really hasn't had. I think
he's been there, but he's just not really played for
he there on a team that he know has a chance to win the game. He ain't really been in that situation except for with the Texans when Deshaun was at his peak. You know what I mean? Like when Deshaun was at his peak, the Texans was a scary ass team. But then you get in your shit. I think they was right there. If he don't get in that shit and have to sit that whole year, I think that was the year where they would have made some noise and got where they needed to get to because they was a really, really good team at that time, man. Deshaun was a really good quarterback, man. Like, and it's just crazy the 360. Like just the 360. Like, how did that even before he got injured? He wasn't doing shit. It's like, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Almost over for that. So
yeah, get him out of here, man. So what, y'all sit him or y'all get him gone?
Nah, you gonna probably see if he can play. If we got a quarterback in here that'll rival him.
Man, y'all still about to try to play him.
I mean, that's what they're gonna do because they're paying him all that money. You know, they're gonna do
that.
I
don't care. Take the money, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get out my face.
That's what they're gonna do. Unless we draft a quarterback and that boy beats him out. And listen, you already got to pay him the money. So if the rookie comes in and does the job, put the rookie in and let Deshaun sit. I mean, there ain't nothing else to do about it.
That's the fact, man, because that shit is crazy, man. I don't get it. Hey, Seuss, I know he threw out a score for the Thursday night game. We don't do Thursday night on here, but I don't be on a Thursday show. So, I mean, I guess I can give my prediction at least. Rams, definitely going with the Rams on the road, too.
He's right up the road. It's in the same state. It ain't like it's something crazy on the road. They just traveling up north.
Exactly. So I'm definitely going with the Rams. The Rams will go to 8-6, actually. And see, the Seahawks only got 5 losses. They 8-5. So yeah, the Rams will go to 8-6. Yeah, they'll have to beat each other at the end. That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be a good ass game in the last week, bro. That's gonna be one of the good ones. So I'm gonna go Rams. I think Matthew Stafford going to put up about 30 points on them. 30 to 17, 30 to 21. 30-21 Rams.
All right. 30-21 Rams.
30-21 Rams. I'm going to go with that. You ain't got to do yours right now because y'all do that on the Thursday show. I just want to get mine because I ain't going to be there. All right.
Listen, let me throw this out there again. Everybody, we got a new show. Man Cave Media, open mic Saturday nights at 8. It's not live right now, but come watch it. Throw your comments, everything out there. It's not sports related at all, really.
Peace, Scully.
About life and everything else that has to do with it. Any topic, you got something to say, go ahead and say it. They'll get back to you. It's called open mic. It's talk with friends and fam. Everybody will be involved. I'll be on there. Jay will be on there. Everybody will be jumping in just to say what's up, do their thing, and have their discussion. But yes, tune in 8 o'clock on Saturday. And the flight, Scully's show about the Eagles and all Philly stuff, that happens
like that.
Every other Sunday or whenever the hell he chooses, and he's not too messed up to do it. It'll be on a Sunday. Again, I don't know if it'll be a live show, but it'll be there.
I want to start doing the Cavs. Like an hour.
Yeah, just a Cavs show. Shit, I want to do something. We talk shit about everything else too. I like that open mic stuff.
I know. You want like we was doing
Relax Wednesday.
We got to bring Relax Wednesday back. That's all we got to do.
Shows, man. A lot of shows in a row.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing. So what we gonna do? We'll figure some stuff out. We might have to move something around, man. Because
I mean, we can do it because
we can't do it. It's only an hour.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be doing it all 3 because actually 4 because Thursday. Shit.
Well, I'll be on Monday with y'all. I was just in Michigan yesterday, so I couldn't do the show with y'all. So I didn't get back until after it was already.
Oh no, it's all good.
But yeah, man, we can do that. Bring Relax Wednesday back. I missed that.
Man, Relax Wednesday.
Man, let us know if y'all missed that, man. We gonna bring that back, man. But
Bobby G, Bobby Bugatti.
Salute. Now we're going to move forward to next week's games, give some predictions here, man, and talk a little bit about these matchups, man. And Sunday. Well, first on the list is the Chiefs and the Browns. Do you really think the Browns do you really think the Browns going to beat them, or can, or are you just saying
Listen,
they
I
can?
think it can happen. Yes, I believe it can happen. I don't will it. I probably not, but I think the possibility is there.
So
like
what do they?
The Browns win games they're not supposed to. They don't even look like they should, and then somehow they win the game. It's absolutely insane to me.
How do they win it though? How do they win it? What do they got to do?
Play defense. That defense has got to be what it needs to be. If they're out there doing their thing defensively, I think it'll be one of those close games, and it'll come down to be like the Raiders, 19-17 type shit. It'll be some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something like that too. I don't think it's going to be no crazy score or nothing like that. I think whoever win it is going to be like maybe on a field goal at the end or something like that. Like one of Jameis might have to lead a game-winning drive and not throw an interception and get y'all in field goal range to win.
Oh, then we lose. We lose.
Yeah, if it comes down to that, I'll definitely. Yes.
He's throwing the INT.
Yes. You know he is. We already know that. You might as well put it on. Soon as before the drive even start, just put the interception in the stats already, because it's definitely gonna happen. I do believe with the defense that the Browns are capable of playing, I believe that the Browns can win that game. Myles Garrett's gonna have to have a big game, but I think Chris Jones is gonna have a big game too, though. Either way, they're gonna cancel each other out, I think. So it's gonna come down to whose secondary shows up, because big plays can happen with either one of these teams. It might not look like it. But big plays, it don't. With either team, it don't look like it. But don't get it fucked up. Big plays can happen with either one of these teams. So I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks and the secondary, man, because Chris Jones, both defensive lines are going to cancel each other out. It's going to be a brutal day for running backs, quarterbacks. I don't think it's going to be one of them walk in the park games, and I like those type of games, even though the Browns only got 3 wins.
I want them to lose, but yeah, they could win.
I want them to lose too. I don't want no 3-10 team to be winning right now, bro. Why is you winning? Don't make sense.
I get it. You got to do it for the culture, but
what? No. The culture is getting a good ass draft pick. We already trash. We ain't doing nothing else. If they win, if the Browns finish 7-4, somebody need to slap the shit out of Stefanski in these last games, or 7-10. I mean, somebody to slap the shit out of Stefanski if he win these next 4 games, because he just completely screwed y'all over. Y'all did all that losing to not get even rewarded like y'all should have. Like, no, don't do that. So, who you got though, for real? Like a real? You got the Browns for real? Oh, okay. I know it pains you to say that, but
I want them to lose, but like I said, any given Sunday.
I don't think they lose again until Pittsburgh.
KC?
I think Pittsburgh give them that, and then Denver right after that, back-to-back games. They lose. That's what I think. So we both got the Chiefs. Bengals, Titans next on the list. We on the road. Oh, we're gonna win the damn game. And we're gonna go to 6-8, man. Bengals, because we gonna win the game. Will Levis is trash. Like, I mean, he trash right now. He need to be developed. Once he get developed, he'll be fine. But he trash right now. So
Bobby says we need to win. He says higher pick means we're reaching for a quarterback that's not that good in this low class, but middle pick.
I wouldn't use it on no quarterback. I wouldn't use that shit on no quarterback if I was the Browns. I wouldn't. I'm using that on something completely way far from the quarterback, because, like Bobby said, this ain't the one. If you ain't got the number 1 pick or 2 pick, you might as well not even worry about a quarterback.
I'm not big on Cam Ward. I like Shador.
Hell no.
People don't. I'm not.
Shador is the only one I like. I like Jackson Dart too, man, but he just inconsistent.
He's a 3rd round quarterback. We could draft him.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can draft him late. I think the Penn State quarterback, Drew Allar, I think he coming out. Yeah, I like him though.
Again,
I like him.
Late. Dylan Gabriel.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Those is late. Like, as far as top, if you ain't got the 1 or the 2, then you might as well leave that alone.
Yeah, if we can't get Travis Hunter, I ain't worried about it up there.
Travis or Shador. If you ain't those should be the top 2 picks.
That'd be crazy if somehow we wind up with that top pick in Travis Hunter. Shit.
Y'all, well, I mean, if y'all would not win no more games and only have 3 wins,
and the Giants to win.
That'll give y'all a better pick to trade, though. If y'all really trying to go up to 1, it'll give y'all a better pick to trade if that's what y'all trying to do. Nah,
I don't think Shador's trash. I think he's all right.
Nah, Cam is trash. Cam's trash.
Cam's trash.
I ain't gonna say trash in college, but in the NFL, he's gonna be trash. Shador got the body. He tall. He accurate. He does everything. So we'll see if it translates. Though we can't say. That's why I'm not gonna say if he trash or not. You know what I mean? In college, he's not trash. In the NFL, we'll see. I don't know. It might translate. I don't know. So, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals, man.
Yeah, Bengals.
And we don't need a quarterback, so we ain't trying to get a good pick for a quarterback. We need somebody in our secondary that's capable of doing anything. All right, Commanders, Saints. The Commanders 8-5. Yeah, it's on the road. They going to Nolans. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Commanders, man. That kid got a bright future, man. But he gonna have a sophomore slump. Like that's just a thing that happens because people get used to you. They know what you do now, so he'll have a sophomore slump next year, and then he'll be on his way after that. Same thing with CJ. He having a sophomore slump, and the crazy thing is Bryce Young isn't because he didn't show anything in his rookie year, so nobody can prepare for him. So the shit he's doing now, it's their first time seeing it. So he might have a down year next year, another down year next year, because they seeing things that he's looking better. They're seeing what he's probably going to be. So now they can prepare for it more. And that, I don't know if that's going to be good for him or not playing in Carolina. So we'll see. But, yeah, we both got the Commanders. Ravens, Giants.
Come on now.
Put that on the board, man.
Who next?
So should the Giants, with a 2-11, they tied for the worst team for the top pick right now. Do they draft Shador or Travis Hunter? Even though they need a quarterback. So the top 2 teams need a quarterback.
They probably taking a quarterback.
But who should they take? Because I don't know if they take Shador.
Probably.
Is he a lock though? Do they got him as a lock?
Number 1, but I mean, listen, I'll tell you right now, Travis Hunter should be the number 1 pick no matter what. And if the Giants,
that's what I'm saying.
They'll probably grab him. The problem is.
But it's also some defensive linemen or some shit like that that's supposed to be up high, I think.
Yeah, but if Travis is playing corner, you got your defense. If he comes out and he says, "I'm going to be a corner," see, he's got to decide on that. I
don't know how effective of a corner he's going to be in the NFL, man. I don't.
Maybe that's why he's going to go wide receiver, but
that's what I would have him play. I think he's a really good wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in college football. But as a cornerback, I don't know, man. He got a great ratings and stuff like that as a cornerback. I just physically on the field doing it with my eyes. He can stop those guys, but in the NFL, it's a whole different ball game, man. Those guys is bigger. Mike Evans, Travis Hunter can't. I don't think he's going to be able to stop Mike Evans. Like, you know what I mean? Like those type of guys.
They mess everybody up and they take Gentry. They straight draft.
Oh, Gentry could go high.
They draft him, but he's going to go high. They say he's going to be around the top 10.
He's a generational running back. You got to draft a generational running back, yo. Anytime they come through.
Cowboys are getting him.
Yeah, that's like, and you got Singleton and Singleton from Penn State. Nick Singleton and Katrion Allen, I think they both seniors or both juniors or some shit coming out. If they both come out, those are generational talents at running back, yo. Like for real, you gotta pick those dudes. Like
Junkins is coming out too, bro. This year, I mean, he was sharing the ball a lot.
See, and that's why, and that's my thing with Junkins. I think he should come back senior year where you're just the guy. And I think he'll have a way better season as just
Jackson
a guy.
Coming in, so I don't know.
I know, and I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see that. That kid's a monster, bro.
He's gonna be Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I want to see the Bo Jackson in him though. I want to see if he got that Bo in him though. I want to see that. So we got the Ravens in that one. Cowboys, Panthers. Panthers 3-10.
Where's it at?
Carolina Panthers win.
Ooh.
Cowboys ass. Cooper Rush. It's Cooper Rush at quarterback. So
listen,
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
I'm taking Carolina.
CD Lamb.
I'm taking Carolina. Their defense, like I said, it's top 10, top 8.
Michael Parsons cried in the car after that game. He was on his red shit. He cried in the car. He about to go out there and get 4 sacks.
What is the game? He's saying he's the truth at CV.
I said Mike Evans. The big guys. I'm talking about big receivers. Chase is a little guy. I'm talking about the big guys. Travis Hunter's not a big cornerback. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a lot of zone.
CBC. I like him at corner too.
It's going to be a lot of zone, though. It's going to be a lot of zone.
Both ways. It just can't be the entire game both ways,
I think he's a better wide receiver.
I mean, he is a good wide receiver, but I think he needs to be both ways, no matter what.
No,
Whichever way he comes
out. All right.
Put it
like this. If you take away the cornerback shit and just do the wide receiver shit, I think that's better than just having his corner shit than without the wide receiver shit. That's what I'm saying.
You only can hope to contain a Mike Evans or a Chase. That's all you can do is hope to contain.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's going to be worse with a smaller guy, so it's going to have to be a lot of zone. He's going to be in the zone a lot.
Fast. That's where his thing is.
He's fast as hell. So now, if it translates to the NFL, then yeah, Travis Hunter will be a great cornerback. I'm not saying he's not trash. He's not trash. Of course. But there was a time where he could because he's a big cornerback. There was a time where he could. He can't now. Yeah, right. Jalen Ramsey, there was a time him and Josh Norman could guard anybody in the league. They was big corners, man.
There's only one guy that could be that. There's only one Revis Island, boy. That was it.
Man, you crazy as
hell.
Revis
Island.
You crazy as hell.
Jalen.
Well, yeah. That was he the last island?
Revis is it. Yeah, I didn't see one since.
Denzel Ward down there had an island.
Well, they called him the warden because he lock you down. That's the warden.
Yeah. Well, he down there had an island though, but then some things happen, injuries, stuff like that.
He's the warden.
He down there had an island though. Who else? Who else had an island? It wasn't just. It couldn't have been just Darrell. Couldn't have been the last one.
Jerry Rice's numbers versus Deion, but he's the GOAT.
Oh yeah, because Deion was that dude.
Well, exactly. So that's Deion what he's saying. He's like, hey, listen.
But Deion's one of the best athletes ever. One of the best quarterback ever. If you ask me,
are you right in line for that type of shit?
Man, what Deion did in college, Travis Hunter is not even close.
But listen, we're gonna see what he's gonna do.
It's not even close, bro. It's not close.
All right,
Travis Hunter's getting that because he's successful at 2 ways. I believe he should win the Heisman.
Right.
I believe he should win the Heisman, and I believe he should be number 1 pick for sure. For sure. Yeah, Rice. Yeah, cooked that nigga. They cooked each other a lot though. That was a great matchup. Was that the best wide receiver cornerback matchup ever? Because you got the GOAT, you got Jerry the best, and then you got Deion the best. They the 2 best at what they do.
That's crazy.
That you know what I mean? Like you don't really get to see that a lot, but yeah. All right, we both. You picked the Panthers. I got the Cowboys.
I got the Panthers.
I don't even want to say this game.
We're gonna say it right now.
Jets, Jaguars.
Yeah, buddy. Aaron Rodgers lighting them
Jaguars. Aaron Rodgers. They about to shit the bed. The Jaguars just got to win, man. They just got a good win on the road too. On the road, Mac Jones. Yep. Mac Jones. I'm going with Mac Jones and the Jaguars. They at home too. They just got that road win.
Making my picks right now as we talk. Here we go.
Yeah,
we go to Bengals.
See, I'll be forgetting. I'm gonna do it for my second week.
Panthers.
I did it the first week, and then this will be the only. I don't even think I completed the first damn week because I always forget. This game, the Dolphins Texans will be good. Texans gotta bounce back because they not looking the best. They got 8 wins, they 8-5, so they got a winning record. But CJ got the same numbers as Bryce. Is crazy down there. Like that's crazy. But I got the Texans over the Dolphins though in Houston.
Ooh. Me too. I got the Texans. There's some good games, man. I just looked at some of these games. There's some good ass games, man.
The Texans Dolphins, that's gonna be a good game. Colts Broncos, that's gonna be a good game. Broncos 8-5. I think they go to 9-5. Sean Payton, let's go. The coach, man, they quarterback situation. They got more wins than I thought, though. They got 6 wins. We only had them for what, like 3 wins or some shit?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I'm going with the Broncos in that one. For sure.
This is fucking horrible.
I know you're going with Knicks. This one, though, this 425, and it's crazy that this game is about to be at 425 because we got the Bears and the Vikings on Monday night, and then Sunday night is the Packers Seahawks. That's fine. This game should probably be Monday night. The Bills Lions.
Ooh.
Yeah, in Detroit, it's at 425 on Sunday. This probably should have been the Monday night game, and that Bears game, Bears Vikings should have been right there in that spot. It's 2 Monday night games this week, actually. The Falcons Raiders game shouldn't be on Monday night. Yeah, that should be the Bills and Lions.
That one straight out of there, boy.
Yeah. All right. So this is one of those ones though, where because you can't just give a score on this one.
I'm taking
Josh. I know the Bills coming off a loss, the Lions coming off a good win.
Listen, here's how I look at this game. The Bills couldn't contain Kyron Williams. He had 100 yards, I think a touchdown or 2. They couldn't contain him.
Right.
You're not going to be able to contain Gibbs and Montgomery, dude. Them dudes, Sonic and Knuckles, are just going to pound on you. Well, someone's getting off. Someone's going to get the hell off on that and that duo, and then the other's going to collect the rest. It's just
you know what I think? I think Jared Goff is going to be. He's going to have. If anything goes the Bills' way, it's going to be Jared Goff having problems. That's what I think.
But and listen, even when Goff's thrown 5 interceptions, they still won the game because of the run game.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. I got the Lions in this game. I think they go to 13-1. You know what's so crazy? We could potentially have 2 teams to finish with 1 loss only if the Chiefs beat the Steelers. Because I think they beat the Texans, but I really don't see. I really it beat them. That Broncos.
They didn't go care about that last game.
Yeah, that Broncos game, man. I'm telling you, those be the ones that you just lose and you're supposed to win.
The only reason why they beat the Broncos the first time around, it was 19-17.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Got a field goal that was blocked.
That's what I'm saying. And the Broncos is playing. They about to be in the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. They gonna be ready to go out there and kill something in that last week. Huh? Yeah, Bo. Big Bo.
It's been the Crosby, Knicks, Wilson, Knicks matchup.
Big Bo. And we've been high on Bo Nix since before the season, and it looks like we were right. 100%. Can't take a guy that's been in the league, been in college for 7 years, playing at a high level, and think he's not going to translate in the NFL.
His stats are better than Caleb's. I mean, they go back and forth a little bit, but his stats are slightly better than Caleb's. And again, he on a team that doesn't have the firepower that Caleb's team has.
That's a fact.
Caleb, you got 3 receivers that are just dogs. You got a running back that could be a dog. You got a decent tight end. Bro, Nix has got Cortland Sutton. And then he's throwing around the ball to whoever the hell ever's around. And the running backs keep going in and out on who the hell's going to have the starting job because they all suck. Listen, Bro Nix is doing something that just people were just not ready.
Hasn't been done in a while. And
we were ready for this.
Yeah, we was ready for this. I for sure. We've been high on him for sure. And I caught. We said he could win Rookie of the Year, and as of right now,
I mean, it's Jaden and him, but Jaden's doing his thing.
That's what I'm about to say. It's Jaden and him, but Bo Nix is. I think Bo Nix is doing a little bit. Let me see.
Bo Nix, bro, would have
Bo Nix. Bo got 2. Hold on. Bo got 2,842 yards, 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions, yo.
Yeah.
Homie is on. Okay, Jaden Daniels, 28, 19, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So they close.
They right there.
They literally right there. The Broncos is 8-5.
But you got to look at it. See, you weren't looking at.
They both 8-5. They both 8-5.
Jaden's got rushing touchdowns and shit and other stuff. So
all right, hold on. Let's see. He has right now. Also, y'all just only gonna show me his passing yards. That's how y'all feel.
Hold on.
He has. Oh no, they ain't showing me his rushing yards.
Washington didn't play this week, did they? No.
Why is they only showing passing? Can I get the rushing?
I'm about to get it right now.
Oh, here we go, right here.
Got it?
He got. Oh, he don't got a lot of rushing yards. They don't give the total, but he had 34.
He got 590 rushing yards and 6 rushing touchdowns. So he's got 6 on top of that 15. He's got 21 total.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Bro, though. Hold on. Look at Bro Nix.
He got rushing yards.
Nix got some rushing touchdowns and rushing yards.
Yes, he does.
Where he at? Where the Bro at? There we are.
Because that could be a separator right there.
Look, Bro's got rushing. Oh, dude, he's even got a receiving touchdown, so that might make a difference.
Yeah, he definitely got. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
he's only got 304 rushing yards, and he's got 4 touchdowns. So they're both at 21 total touchdowns.
Yeah, and they both 8 and 5.
Oh well, actually 22.
And they both.
22 and they both got that receiving one, so he's 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and they both got 2,800, a little bit over 2,800 passing yards. They both 8 and 5. Like they don't get no better than that.
Bro.
It's a neck and neck. This is a good rookie of the year race right now for sure.
Come on,
but the Lions just need to play defense, and Goff need to just be Goff. Don't turn the ball over. Run the ball, because the Bills have a problem with the run, and the Bills on the other side just keep Jared Allen on the death. I mean, that's y'all's formula, so just stick with it.
Who?
Defense.
Who?
Jared Allen, Josh.
Said it again. I told you, just say J.A., man. Just say J.A.
I'm going to have to just say J.A., man, because I'm going to always say Jared, man. Lou Jared Allen, man, one of my favorite defensive linemen. One of my favorite defensive linemen of all time, man.
The mullet, that boy was killing it.
Yes, sir, man. Mr. Allen, man. Sorry, Josh. You second fiddle, dog. Actually, you third, because Marcus Allen existed.
Oh, no, but still, that's not a J, though, so it's
still Allen.
There's another Josh Allen. He played for the
Jaguars. But there is another Josh Allen. Yep. It's like 2 more Josh Allens. Like, I think one in the NBA, too.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely a Josh.
It's a Jared Allen in the NBA. It's 2 Jared Allens.
Oh, that's a Jarrett.
Yeah, I know. Jarrett. Yeah, Jarrett. Is it Jarrett?
Yes, it's Jarrett. Yeah.
I thought it was Jarrett. All right, we both got the Lions. Damn, that's going to be hard for the Bills to lose back-to-back like that, boy.
Yeah, definitely is.
He needed to win that game against the Rams because they got the Lions next week.
They might win.
If they lose again, Saquon, MVP's yours.
MVP's yours. Well, hey, Saquon played against the Steelers. You about to really
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. That's PA.
If he go over 100 against the Steelers, go ahead and lock that up. Because their defense is really good. They got a really good run defense, man. If he go over 100 on them, and I ain't talking about just I get to like 101. Like if he, bro, go ahead and give it to him. Speaking of that, that's the next game. Steelers, Eagles in Philly. This is a big game for Philly for me. Not necessarily the Steelers because we know what the Steelers are, but Jalen Hurts ain't consistently been the Jalen Hurts that can win a Super Bowl. Or get to the Super Bowl at least, that Jalen Hurts. But it was kind of the same thing that year, but he had more games where he had bigger games throwing the ball. He hasn't had a lot of those this year. So this is a big game for Philly, but I think Jalen Hurts has another one of those games where he throw 110 yards or some shit and a touchdown. Saquon run all over the place, but against the Steelers, it just ain't going to be enough against the Steelers. Because Russ is gonna cook y'all ass.
You really think so? You think that defense?
They secondary better come to play. That's all I'm gonna say. They better come to play. And Najee Harris been running the ball really, really good. They offensive line, everything clicking for the Steelers. Everything they couldn't do before, they're doing it now. Remember, we was talking about Najee Harris for so long. Where is he at? 3 years where he been?
Yeah, I know.
Now he running all over the place. And Russ is going to throw the ball all over the place. We know that. Jalen Hurts is going to have to compete with Russell Wilson. Unless they defense shut all that shit down, that's a whole different ball game.
Who you picking, Pitt?
I'm picking Pittsburgh and Philly because I think it's going to come. I think it's going to be a game where Russ is throwing the ball all over the place and shit is working, and Jalen Hurts going to have to do the same thing.
I'm taking Philly. I think the defense is going to shut down anything that's going on. Depends George Pickens and his injury. See how that lingers because he didn't play against the Browns. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, and they still put that.
They still gonna do that. That's all right. But listen, I'm telling you right now, I think Philly beats them up.
Beats them up?
Not bad.
Not with that defense. You're not beating the Steelers up with that defense.
I don't know, man. That defense. Listen, I think it's going to
beat them up. Who beat them?
It's going to be 21-17.
I was about to say, I'm looking at the schedule right now. The only game nope. 3-point loss. And the Browns beat them 24-19. So, they ain't no beat up on nothing.
They're going to beat them up.
They don't get beat up with that defense. It's that defense. But
the defense has won them 2 games. Literally, they didn't score any touchdowns, and the defense won the games.
I know, but Russ been out there. He had a 400-yard passing game out there already. All I'm saying is I just think Jalen Hurts, these games we've been seeing these last 2 weeks that they won and they pulled out and won, I just don't think that I don't think they win like that in this game. If they win this game, it ain't gonna be like that. I don't think so. Where he can throw low yards. I think he'll have 250 or more yards if they win this game through the air, unless Saquon just go crazy. If Saquon just eat their asses alive, then that's the whole different ball game. Buccaneers, Chargers in Cali, SoFi. Chargers are 8-5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. They 4-2 at home. Bucks 4-2 on the road. The Bucks. They're playing to win their division. They 7-6 right now. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers just because I think they're gonna be playing harder. They're gonna come. They trying to win their division right now. I don't think the Chargers worried about winning the division because the Chiefs only got 1 loss.
They're worried about getting in the playoffs.
They're worried about getting in the 8-5 right now. They gotta. You're right. They gotta win this game. No, you're right. You're right. They gotta win this game. No, you're right. They gotta win this game. You're right. I'm gonna go with the Chargers because they have to win this game. The Bucks can lose this and still win their division if they win.
Yeah, I like the Chargers too. I think Herbert.
Yeah, I like the Chargers.
I think Dobbins. I don't know if Dobbins is ever coming back. Who knows what's happening with Dobbins?
He need to sit too, man. He go ahead and just retire, bro. Take your money and go.
He
ain't gonna be able to walk when he get old.
I like the Chargers defense. Really, the Chargers defense has been great. Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack have stepped the hell up. That secondary stood up. I mean,
you see what happened when Bosa can play. You know what I mean? When he can consistently play,
he looked like a dog.
Yes, he's a monster. Joey always been a monster. He's just been injured since his rookie season.
But yeah, I like the Chargers to win this game too.
He got injured his last year at Ohio State.
Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, I like the Chargers too. They have to win this game. They can't drop games. Like they have to win this game. So because let's see, they got Broncos, Patriots, Raiders after that. So they have to beat the Buccaneers because I think the Broncos will beat them. It's a home game for the Chargers, but I don't think they beat the Broncos, and they'll beat the Patriots and the Raiders. But you got to be careful with them Raiders because it's a division game. That's the last game, and that could be one of those games where you just somehow you lost that game. So the Chargers, they have to beat the Buccaneers. They can't lose this game. So yeah, Chargers. I think Harbaugh had those boys ready to play. Patriots, Cardinals. Not much to talk about in that one. Definitely going with the Cardinals. But Sunday night, this one's going to be really good. The Packers, Seahawks. Seattle's at home. Yes, in Seattle, they 8-5, 9-4 Packers. So when the Seahawks win, they end up with the same record as the Packers. When the Seahawks win, that really, really hurts the Packers. Like that won't be good for Green Bay at all to lose that game because they have. See what they got left. We're not worried about the Saints. They got the
Seahawks just want
Vikings.
to win so they can win their division. The Packers need to win because you have Detroit and Minnesota above you, so you're still fighting and getting the play.
Right, and they still got Minnesota left in the second to last game, and they got to go to Minnesota in that game, and then they got the Bears to end the season, and that's the same shit. Like at any given time, the Bears, because it's the
Packers
division
need
game.
to win this game and go
10.
They have to get to 10-4.
They have to win this game
get up there.
because if they drop that, what game I say that was?
The Vikings.
Yeah, they dropped that Vikings game, so they have to win this game because I don't think they beat the Vikings. I don't. Gino, man, go out there and get this win, man. Man, go out there and get this win, Playboy. Then we got Monday night, Bears Vikings is the first. They both come on at 8 and 8:30, but that's the first one to come on. Vikings at home. I think this is a trap game for the Vikings.
It definitely is.
I think the Bears, they haven't won a road game at all. So they 0-6 on the road. Vikings only lost one home game, but I think this is a trap game. I'm going to go with the Bears in a trap game.
What?
I'm going to go with the Bears in a trap game, though.
I think the Vikings dismantle them.
They probably will.
Most likely.
Most likely they about to blow the Bears out. But I'm gonna just be on the other side of that. I'm just, just devil's advocate. Just devil's advocate. I'm gonna go to the other side. And then the second game is a shit show. I don't know why the Lions game.
Atlanta's got to win because they got to fight for that division.
Well, they 6-7, so they got to win. And if the Buccaneers lose, the Buccaneers go to 7-7. If the Falcons win, they go to 7-7. Yeah, they'll both be 7-7. So the Falcons have no choice. I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins and the Falcons on the road because the Raiders have no quarterback at all. Them and the Giants are the two worst teams.
Especially if Desmond Ritter's going to be your starting quarterback now if O'Connell's hurt.
I like that better than O'Connell. Desmond Ritter, he all right, but he's not.
Had the Chiefs beat. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts passing.
He drove him down the field to get that win, and then that stupid shit happened. It was fucked up.
O'Connell's all right, but they both. I'll get you 120 yards a game or some shit. So it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing crazy, man. But that is all of the prediction games for that segment, man. Best wide receiver in the NFL right now. Jamar Chase, man.
It's him and CD Lamb. That's all there is.
It's Jamar, and then it's CD Lamb, and then it's Justin Jefferson. For me.
No.
Who would be 4?
Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy.
You know what's funny? He was 30th in yardage and had that one game and jumped up to 5th. Jumped all the way up to 5th in yardage over all them people. How crazy is that?
That's fucking crazy.
That's how close everybody was. And then he did that over everybody.
I'm going to say T. Higgins at 4.
Damn, you homing?
Say nah.
You was
right. Nah. I'll put Amon-Ra probably right there. Amon-Ra or McLaurin. McLaurin maybe. Who else? Yeah. Who else we got? Puka when he
Cooper. I mean, there's
not necessarily Cooper at 4, but Cooper up there though. But at 4, I'm talking about just 4.
I mean, George Pickens has been doing some things too.
Yeah, Pickens. Yep. Yeah. I'd have to go with Amon-Ra, man. I'm trying to think of.
I like Amon-Ra.
Yeah, I might have to go with Amon-Ra, man.
I want to name. If I ever have another child, I'm naming him a goddamn guy too.
Fuck it, why not?
You can call him Zeus or some shit.
Right, type shit. Zeus.
Hades. Hades is this kid's name.
All right, man. Let's move over to some college football, man. We got the playoff bracket set.
Oh, man, I forgot to load that.
Arizona State got a bye at the 4th seed. Oregon got a bye at the 1 seed. Boise State got a bye at the 3 seed. Georgia snuck back in there after we was looking at Georgia like some bums. Georgia got the 2 seed. And they got a bye. Tell me how Georgia did it. How'd they do it? How'd they get back in there, man? That's crazy.
I don't know.
So the first game. What the fuck?
Try to do something real quick.
The first game on the list. Actually, that ain't the first game played, but that's the. All right. So the first game played is at 12 noon. TNT? On TNT and Max, Mike. It's going to be football on TNT. That game, 12 noon, TNT and Max. Penn State, SMU. TNT, dog. I see why they getting rid of inside.
There we go. There it is.
Trying to go to football. Clemson, Texas is actually we'll go to Penn State SMU game since it's the first game of the day. SMU, I think, is a little overmatched in this game. Yeah, they did a great job in the ACC, but this is Penn State in the Big Ten defense. I think Penn State go out there and win by like 3 touchdowns.
Hold on. What the hell did you just say? You think they win by 3 touchdowns? No.
Yeah, man.
I think it's a lot closer than people
They
think.
couldn't even handle that Clemson work. They not handling no Penn State work. And Penn State just down there. Penn State just did put up a good fight against Oregon. They put up a good fight against Oregon. So they prepared.
Listen, SMU came back and almost beat Clemson. I'm gonna think it's closer than 21, but I think Penn State wins. Man,
Penn State about to go out there and win 31-17. Then I'll go with that. 34-20. I'll go with that.
I'll way out there.
31-20. My bad. 31-20.
I still don't. All right, I'll give you that one. But
Penn State got 2 All-American running backs. They got Catrion Allen and Nick Singleton. And then they got wide receiver 2 fast. They got wide receivers. They're not the best. That tight end, that's what I was about to say. That tight end is their best player. I don't think SMU's defense is going to be enough to stop the run and limit that tight end and limit those wide receivers. I just don't see it. If Penn State's defense is an elite defense, it's a top defense, SMU won't have nothing for Penn State on offense. I don't think so. I honestly, I don't. Clemson's defense and Penn State's defense is 2 different things. Like a whole different level of defense this year, anyway. So I'm gonna go with Penn State though, 31-20. I'll give them 20 points though. I'll give them 20 points. Let's see, Clemson, Texas. It's crazy that Clemson still got in with 3 losses, but they did win their conference, so they deserve to be in.
They gotta be in.
I don't like how Texas has been looking, but I'm gonna go with Texas against Clemson.
Yeah,
I think. Man, Clemson might go out there and upset Texas, man. I'm putting Texas on upset alert because I don't like how Texas has been looking in these past few games. But I'm gonna go Texas though. Texas over Clemson. I don't necessarily got a score for that, man. I don't know. Quinn Ewers, man, you ain't been looking good lately, buddy. You better show up for your team.
He starts to look shitty. They're gonna put in Manning right away.
Yeah, and so we got 2 8:00 games. We got Notre Dame versus Indiana on ABC and ESPN. This is a game that either one of these teams can win, but after I seen Indiana play Ohio State, Notre Dame's going to beat the shit out of Indiana. They're not ready for an elite team. They only played one elite team, that was us.
I'm going to go ahead and take Indiana.
They're not ready for an elite team.
I'm going to take Indiana. I think they're ready now.
Nah, man.
I think that coach got them right. I think they're ready now. And I feel like they should have a home game. I feel like it should be them with the home game and Notre Dame coming to Indiana is what I feel.
Well, they're the 10th seed, so they can't get the home game.
I know, but they should have had the home game.
They
should have been the 7th seed.
Not over Notre Dame.
Or, well, not over Ohio State, but they should have been a team that got a home game is how I look at it.
Well, we got a home game against Tennessee at 8:00, Buckeyes, Tennessee. And it's the game that people think that is going to be Tennessee. And I don't see how.
What?
I get it.
Saw it the other way. I saw Ohio State winning by 21 from people.
That's what I'm saying. I get it. Like Tennessee is the SEC. They all this, but they're not that good. Their quarterback play is a freshman. They got a freshman quarterback. Like, I'm not worried about Tennessee.
Listen, I think it's more on Ohio State's play calling and how we play. We'll lose the game. They're not going to win the game. That's how it's going to go.
Yes. We need to run it down their throat and throw the fucking ball. If the run stop working, throw the ball because that's what works, man. That's what works. So, yeah, that's set. And then the winner of Texas, Clemson goes to Arizona State.
No. That's not how it's going to work.
The bracket's right in front of me.
It says that, but that's not how it's going to be. It's going to be just like, NFL. The 12th team would go play the best team. You know what I'm saying?
This is what it got.
I know what it's got. I just had it up there. If you were looking at the screen, I just had it up there. I know what it says. That's just not how it's going to go.
Well, they were just talking about it on the college football on the show that they do about it, and that's exactly how they think it's going to go.
Dumbest shit in the world if they do it.
Arizona State is waiting on Texas or Clemson.
It should be that way.
We got to play because that's the big talk is that we got to go. Tennessee got the hardest route because they got to play.
Like that,
well, I know, but this is because they said Tennessee got the hardest route because they got us and then Oregon. That's why they got the hardest route.
It should be just like in the NFL. That's how it should play out. It shouldn't be like what the fuck they got set up.
Well, the reason why they got it like they got it is because
there is no reason why. It's dumb.
But SMU going to play Oregon would be terrible. We don't want to.
No, that's only if. Listen, all right. Who doesn't matter if it's terrible. SMU won the game. They go play, and Oregon got a.
Actually, no. It would be Clemson. It would be Clemson. My bad.
Well, yeah, Clemson wins. If that higher seed wins, yes, I get that. If the 12th seed, that's what I'm saying. It should go.
But then like SMU would have to go play Georgia, bro. Like that's crazy. The way that it does not matter. Well, they setting it up so they don't have no blowouts. They setting it up for all good games because look at this. If SMU beat Penn State, they go play Boise State. They don't have to go get blew out by Georgia or Oregon. They go play Boise State.
See, I don't like how they look at it like that.
I get what you're saying. It makes sense though, but I see what they're doing. They're trying to make it to where the best that they can, where there's no blowouts.
If there's a blowout, there's a fucking blowout. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it could be multiple blowouts, and then people ain't gonna want to watch that shit.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but it's about viewership and money with them. They got games.
The
but you got to look at it like this: they got a game that's about to be on TNT. That's new. That's the first time ever. So they got to make sure that this shit is gonna go how they need it to go. But I get what you're saying, though. I do. That's how it always goes.
Every first round game is a blowout. Then they could just cancel all that.
But look at this though. This Arizona State is number 4. They waiting on Clemson or Texas. So that's a game. That's some shit that you couldn't even help because of the seeding. Because either one of those teams go play Arizona State, bro.
I guess they do it at 12, and it's like the NBA, so it's kind of gonna set up like the NBA.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like
in a sense, but it doesn't. To me, it don't make. I would have did it the other way around. I would have did it like the NFL, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah, but you would rather see Indiana or Notre Dame play Georgia rather than SMU, though, right?
No, I don't care who plays who as long as they win.
See, I'm looking for. I'm
looking at matchups like that in the playoffs. Hey, that's like saying. That's like saying back in the day when the Giants were the last seed and they somehow won the Super Bowl. Did you want to see them play those teams? No. You thought there was going to be blowouts, and there wasn't.
Yeah, but
that's the Cinderella type shit that can happen, and that's what I want to see.
I get it, man, but the NFL is
same
different
with the Pittsburgh
from
Steelers.
college.
They did that same shit, 9-7.
Yeah, but the NFL is different from college, though, man. That's literally any given. That's literally any given Sunday. Right now, I can tell you right now for sure that if SMU go play Georgia, they're not winning that game.
They might not win that game. You're right.
No, they're not winning that game. I can tell you that right now. If SMU go play Oregon in the second round, I can tell you for a fact right now that they're not going to beat them. But if they go play Arizona State, I don't know. They can win that game. If they go play Boise State, they can win that game. Those other two, they're not beating them. They're not. SMU don't have a defense for Oregon. Nobody has a defense for Oregon. I feel like,
see, I look at it like this. Arizona State and Boise, to me, are teams that are going to lose no matter what, to me.
Both of them losing their games because
why the fuck are they? See, they
well, no, because SMU. Because if SMU go play Boise State, that's going to be one of the best games in that round because they're two more evenly matched teams outside of Ohio State, Oregon in the second round. You got Notre Dame, Indiana. You know what I mean?
I don't like it,
but Texas, Arizona, that's not a good matchup. But if Clemson beat Texas and go play Arizona State, that's a good matchup.
Oh, but so we're playing at. If woulda, coulda, shoulda, shit.
Well, I'm saying because the game still got to be played.
If Clemson go, good match. If Texas go,
well, the game still got to be played though. Now, if the game's already played,
and play Oregon, not a good match.
But if Clemson played Texas already, and then I'm saying if that's the ifs, no, they have to play the game, so it's still an if because the game hasn't been played yet. But Oregon State and SMU will be a way better matchup than SMU Oregon because Oregon's going to run all over them. They can't guard not one receiver on Oregon team. Nobody can. When you beat Oregon, you got to score a lot of points. Every team, you got to score a lot of points. We scored a lot of points and still lost. Penn State scored a lot of points, still lost. Boise State scored a lot of points against Oregon and still lost. You got to – and that's another thing. Boise State gave Oregon a run for their motherfucking money. They scored a lot of points. You got to score a lot of points against Oregon. SMU don't have the defense to stop all them points. That's the problem. Oregon's going to score on their first 4 drives in that game. In most of these games, they scoring on every single drive. So that's all I'm saying. I get your side though.
Yeah.
I get your side. I get both sides. I'm just saying how they're doing it. I know what they're doing. That's crazy.
Ain't that?
Yes. That actually ain't crazy because other than the interceptions, I'll give Caleb his props on that. He only got 5 picks. Bo got more picks, but shit was different for Bo.
Listen,
Man. They had to figure it out. They had to figure it out. Yeah, it's actually 22. The Bears got a ready-made team already. All their shit was in place. They dropped the quarterback in. The Broncos, they had to figure the whole shit out.
They ain't got nobody over there but Cortland
Sutton. They ain't got nobody but Cortland Sutton. So
and bro making sure everybody knows.
Yeah, I'll excuse that. But so real quick, we both picked Texas. So you think Texas will beat Arizona State in the second round in Chick-fil-A Bowl?
Yes.
All right. We both got Ohio State, Oregon rematch. It's on neutral ground. It's not in Eugene. We put up a big fight, should have won the game, but Will fucked it up. Who wins that game?
Who was it? You said
Ohio State, Oregon.
Oh, I think Ohio State gets the
I think we get our get back against them too. And I think the play calling is going to be the same as it was when we played them the first time. That's the play calling that makes us dominate. You got to make big plays. You got to throw the ball. You have to, especially when you're playing Oregon. All right, we picked Penn State, Boise State. I got Penn State.
Yeah, I got Penn State. I mean, this is how it's going to go. Yeah, that's.
You pick Indiana, so Indiana or Georgia?
Georgia.
I picked Notre Dame, so I'm going to still pick Georgia. Somehow Georgia's still – it's crazy they still around. I just knew Alabama had that on lock. All right. So we picked Texas, so it's be Texas, Ohio State. Who you got?
Again, we could beat ourselves. I got Ohio State.
Yeah, you know me, I'm Buckeyes all the way through now, man. Bias, goddamn. And we got Penn State, Georgia.
That's gonna be a good game.
It'd be fire if Penn State pulled it off, and it'd be
Ohio
Ohio
State.
Penn State. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Georgia though.
Yeah, Georgia. It should be us versus Georgia. Be that rematch that we need because we should have won that game last
year. Man. Noah Ruggles, punk ass, man. And then Ohio State, Georgia, somehow Georgia got back in this damn championship game somehow on our bracket. I actually think Notre Dame might beat Georgia, but I'm just for what we're doing now. But I think Notre Dame might beat them. But I'm gonna go Ohio State over Georgia. We get our $20 million chip we paid for this year. We still get it. So it'll be Michigan last year, us this year, back-to-back Big Ten joints. Let's go.
Back to back.
You going with Georgia?
No, I'm going Ohio State.
You can tell our bias. You know what I mean? You can tell our bias, damn it.
I mean, Georgia should win, but I mean,
Georgia should. Yeah. But we don't know about Carson Beck either. But that other quarterback came out and did his thing, though. All right, man. Before we get out of here, we got the in-season playing tournament quarterfinals, 7:00 on TNT. Magic Bucks. Orlando is a scary team for anybody that young. The Bucks have finally found themselves though. 12-11 right now. Magic 17-9. I'm gonna go with Dame and Giannis in that one though. Yeah,
Bucks versus who?
Versus the Magic. I'm gonna go with the Bucks in that one. I'm gonna go with Damian Adams.
Franz is now hurt, and Paolo ain't gonna be playing. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks.
Jalen Suggs averaging
funny,
16.
Franz has got the same injury as Paolo did, and Paolo's been sitting for a little bit.
Yeah, he's been sitting for a while. They still been winning too. Second game, 9:30, Mavericks Thunder. Mavericks made it. Okay. Dallas Mavericks versus the Thunder. I'm gonna go with the young boys, man. OKC, they the best team in the West again for back-to-back years. I mean, what more?
Yeah, I'll give you.
Yeah, I'm going with the Thunder. What more can you say? They ain't ready to win a championship though. They still too young. They very good.
Because Houston's young as fucking they over
there. Yeah, but they not ready.
Everybody
yet,
young in the West.
They not ready yet though. They not ready yet. They will be.
Dallas is going back to the championship, huh?
Dallas is probably going back to the championship because the Nuggets asked this year.
Win that, boy. What?
And I honestly, man, I think this is a year that we can get back to the finals, but for some fucking
don't
reason,
start it. All right, what's next? Hey, we got the Knicks.
Yeah, man, you know where I'm about to go with this, man.
Got the Knicks
for
versus
some
the
reason, man. I did fucking Celtics, man.
I ain't worried about the Celtics.
I ain't worried about them either, man. But it's just a 7-game series against the Celtics, man.
Fully healthy, I think we got them. I'm not worried about them.
The only thing I'm not worried about our stars. I'm not worried about
Kyle Kuzma coming. It'd be all right.
That'd be dope. It's just our bench that I'm worried about. I'm not Karis LeVert. It's just our bench.
Scores points though. Our bench
I know, but I'm talking about a 7-game series because it's matchups when we get to the Celtics. I'm not worried about them. I'm just saying it's matchups, man. Like,
all right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I only got a couple minutes left. Move on with what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, that was just only those 2 games tonight.
No, you got tomorrow. You got Knicks Hawks.
Oh yeah. Let me go to that actually. I forgot. Yeah, that was.
We might as well pick the whole cup out.
Knicks, yeah, we can. Knicks, Hawks.
I'm taking the Hawks.
I'm taking the Knicks, man.
I know you are, but I'm going to take the Hawks. I think they're going to upset them, and I can't wait to tell Almighty Finesse his team sucks.
Carl Anthony. Warriors, Rockets.
Listen, boy. Listen, Linda. I'm taking the Rockets.
9-3 at home, too, man.
Rockets are something else, boy.
I'm going to take the Rockets with you, man. They got a lot of good young guys, and I think the Warriors are playing good, but the Rockets playing better. So I'm going to go with the Rockets. All right, so Knicks, you had the Hawks, so Hawks, Rockets. And then
no, it doesn't go like that. It'll be
no, easier. I'm going back to the other one, Hawks, Rockets, and then we had Bucks, Thunder. So Thunder, Rockets.
The 2 young teams battling it out. I'm taking the Thunder.
Yeah, me too. I'm going with OKC. And Bucks, Hawks for you.
Bucks.
And then I got Bucks and Knicks, and of course I'm going Bucks. Yeah, I got it.
Chris Middleton's back too. I think the Bucks are going to get a lot stronger.
So,
but Giannis might get traded, and it'll probably be the Bucks Thunder, and I think the Thunder win.
Bucks Thunder, and I think the Thunder win. Also, the West wins the second Cup championship in a row.
They do.
And that is all we have for you folks today.
Remember to hit that like, subscribe, and follow buttons. Let us know what's up. Stay tuned for Thursday Off the Damn Rails. Me and Scully be popping up on there. And Saturday, again, the new show, Open Mic at 8 o'clock. We're going to figure out some other stuff. Relax Wednesday, maybe popping back up. We'll have a Cavs thing as some sort of thing going on. We'll let y'all know what's going on. But, hey, make sure you hit those buttons. Hit the notification bell, too, so you know when we pop on. And until next time,
salute.